Watching to see the audience reaction.
Yeah, probably just like they were probably ready to push the button, and then once they saw this reaction, they were like, okay, we're gonna go with it.
Push the button.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was like who would you sell that film to? If you were saying like a blurb for the back of the box to attract people.
If we're gonna go with blurbs, I'm gonna go with the most cliche one, where it's X meets Y. This is like Die Hard meets Ransom. Like, it's basically like a guy is trapped in a building with a gang, or Taken, may also be like maybe Die Hard meets Taken. But yeah, no, I mean, I think it's a winning movie, and I think that there's not enough complexity there that it can be ruined, quote unquote, by an American remake. I think there's a great solid foundation of action, and in the right hands, I think it'd be really special.
Awesome. Well, Brian, thanks so much. I know we'll be recording more stuff throughout the week. We'll probably be sick to death of each other by the time this is over.
I will maybe also be very, very hungover.
Yeah, I think that I'm already hungover, for Christ's sakes.
Oh, I need to catch up.
We just recorded the Leog last night, and I was not gentle with myself. Probably a mistake in retrospect. But anyway, we'll be back with more shortly.
What is this? 100% medically accurate. Is this a perverted film you've been talking about?
This is Cyrus. I'm back again. I have just come out of Human Centipede II full sequence. I'm here with Mark Sablovs, and I've been trying to get on one of our podcasts for a while now. He's a local critic, as well as you've written for bigger publications than the Chronicle as well.
Film Thread back in the day.
Indeed, yeah. Back when I was reading it every month. But what did you think of Human Centipede II?
I think the biggest question we have to ask is what is Tom Six's favorite sexual position? And also, is this, blatantly, it's an obvious metaphor for the precarious financial situation of the EU right now, and especially Greece, as I'm sure you've noticed.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. It's a very disturbing movie. I was a big fan of the first one because it was so artfully done, and it came out of nowhere, and I went into it cold. This I went into, there's been a lot of hype about this, and everybody's saying it's, way over the top, and it is. But, honestly, I kind of missed the point. It's got some beautiful cinematography. It's got some nice spot use of the color brown. But that's about it. Frankly, it left me kind of cold.
So he had no budget, really, for the first one. And that's clear. There's almost no gore in the first one, really.
Sure.
This one, he had a budget. And what did he choose to do? Fill in the dots, the stuff we didn't see in the first one.
Right.
And now I know that I didn't want to see those dots filled.
Well, this from the guy that created the TV show Big Brother.
Right.
And the basis of a lot of American reality TV. And this seems to be like doing that brinksmanship, that one-upsmanship of the last film, which was totally unnecessary. I mean, I think the first film stands on its own as a freak show and as a really beautiful work of art, if you want to look at it that way. I mean, it's certainly, the cinematography in both films is really great. But this film just seems like, I don't know, just trying to go over the top for going over the top's sake. Maybe they should mail a copy to the Pope, see if his head explodes. That'd be cool.
At least it would have a public service thing.
Right, exactly. Yeah. No, I'm not anti-Catholic or anything like that, but any religious leaders we can take down. Throw it to the Taliban, for Christ's sake. Maybe it'll work.
Well, thanks, Mark. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
I'm going to go be sick for a little while, and then I'll see you at the bar.
All right. Take care.
Hey, I'm here with Peter Hall. Why don't you give me a few words about what you thought about Human Centipede II?
I think Human Centipede II is just as bad as the first one. I think it has no redeemable qualities, and I question anyone who legitimately enjoys it.
Well, I think that sums it up pretty well. Paul Gandersman, what's your opinion? What'd you think? Human Centipede II, go.
No.
Just no?
No. No.
Bad.
No, Tom Six. That's a bad Tom Six. No. That's my opinion.
I'm here with John Golson, who y'all might know from Loose Cannon Comics, amongst other places. What did you think of Human Centipede II?
I thought it was kind of an indictment of horror fans. I mean, that's his audience, and he literally poops in the face of his audience.
Yeah.
So it was kind of loathsome, actually.
Yeah.
He definitely bites the hand that feeds him. It's
just nothing but disgust.
It's more than that. the central character of the film is a fan of Human Centipede, and to me, he makes sure that he directly answers those that might have criticized Human Centipede as not being graphic or as graphic as they thought. So he really goes out of his way to make it as graphic as possible, while also kind of giving the middle finger to people who like horror movies.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about it that way, but damn, now I like it even less.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here with Kent.
Hi.
He was there. Human Centipede 2. What did you think?
I think it was easily the most violent, brutally disgusting film I've ever seen. I loved every second of it.
What about your friends here? What's your name?
My name's Matt.
Hey, Matt. How you doing? I see your press. Who do you write for?
Yes, the 72pins.com, along with Kent.
What did you think of Human Centipede 2?
I thought it was a lot of fun. It was rip-roaring, laughter-inducing time.
There was some ripping and there was some more.
There was,
sure.
and I did love the color effect of the poo.
Right? That was like the
effect.
one bit of color in the whole film was the first time we see
You got
poo.
black and brown.
It's the Schindler's List of scat films.
And what about you? What's your name?
My name's Bridget. I also write for the 72 Pins with Matt and Kent. And I thought that, well, honestly, I was violated. I was violated, okay? This movie violated me. Barbed wire rape should just not happen. It should just not.
That was when it went too far.
Yeah, that's when it went too far. Everything else was fine and dandy until barbed wire rape.
I was fine with the spraying diarrhea 10-person centipede.
Foot baby being squished, you know.
But the barbed wire rape is where we draw the line.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. Actually, I think that was my cutting off point, too. Here with Scott Weinberg. Scott, what did you think of Human Centipede 2?
I feel ashamed at giving money to the first film and allowing this reprehensible piece of shit to be made.
Well, that seems to be pretty much the standard response here. Anybody else here at the table want to give a word or two?
The Sixes are very nice.
Yeah, they seem like they're actually nice people.
I got the joke in the first one. I don't need to get the joke again. It's cool.
You're not still laughing at the same joke.
No. And I thought it was kind of a thin joke the first time too. So it's a collection of atrocity.
Well, you've heard from the people. It sounds like Human Centipede 2 is a big thumbs. I don't even want to talk about body parts at this point, really. I think you get the gist. It's my buddy Noah here. Just came out of Human Centipede 2. You were on the second tier. What did you think?
To be fair, I enjoyed the movie all the way up until the Human Centipede part, and that part just goes to prove that in the first one, the strength they had of not showing you and everything being as bad as you thought it was something you did not want to see.
Right.
So it really kind of was just overtly gross and disgusting for the point of nothing. Yeah, it was a disappointment.